Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. I'm happy to be with you this evening. I'm so blessed to be able to come into your home on Saturday nights. I'm so happy that you take the time to tune in and hear what I have for you for music. This week you're going to be so blessed to hear what we have. I'm excited because it's taken me a little bit of work to get this musician to come down here. We have to deal with scheduling, etc., you know. So I'd like you to help me welcome one of my favorite blues players. He does some really old style blues that you're going to really appreciate, especially if you're any kind of a blues fan. Help me welcome Mr. Frank Brean.
Crying bye bye baby, baby baby by and by. Crying bye bye baby, baby baby by and by. Crying bye bye baby, baby 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 bye bye. You know that good book will tell you, baby, you got to reap what you sow. Feel that good book will tell you, you got to reap what you sow. Gonna reap it now, reap it baby, baby, bye-bye. Well, I'm going, Lord, might not be back till fall. Well, I'm going, Lord, might not be back till fall. If I see my little woman, might not be back at all. Well, there's two trains are coming, baby. They be running side by side. Well, there's two trains are coming. They be running side by side. If I see my little woman, I keep her satisfied.
Thank you very much. That was a Tommy Johnson song. And Tommy Johnson was a Delta blues musician from Dockery Farms. I'd like to do an actual original tune that I've composed. It's an instrumental off of Lonnie Johnson, who's one of my favorite guitar players of all time. Lonnie played in the 30s. And this one's called Lonnie in the Alley, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. So I'd like to just say I thank Dot for having me here, and I appreciate it. And I'm here to spread the blues for you from the 1920s and 1930s, a very important era of blues. Actually, not a lot of people play acoustic style blues anymore, and it's actually a shame because to me it's the greatest interpretation of the blues. It's a man, a guitar, a woman, a guitar, and it's as soulful as you can be. It's just you and your instrument. So anyway, I'm gonna go into another song. This one is a Bo Carter song, and Bo Carter was a 1920s, 1930s guitar player. Basically was the manager and actually appeared in the Mississippi Sheiks. And Bo had an actual extensive recording career from the 30s. And not a lot of people play Bo because he's a pretty hard, intricate player. And this one's called Baby Who Been There? So we'll give it a go.
Baby, who been here since your daddy been gone? Must have been a preacher daddy, he had a long coat on. Had a long coat on, had a long coat on. Must have been a preacher daddy, he had a long coat on. Baby, who been here since your daddy been gone? I don't know who was daddy, he had a derby on. Had derby on, had derby on. I don't know who was daddy, he had a derby on. Baby, who been here since your daddy been gone? Must have been a jelly bean, he had a long stone. Had long shoes on, had long shoes on. Must have been a jelly bean, he had a long shoes on. And the preacher's in the pulpit, trying to say something to souls. His daughter's in the highway corner, selling sweet jelly rolls. Selling sweet jelly rolls, selling sweet jelly rolls. His daughter's in the highway corner, selling sweet jelly rolls. And the preacher's in the pulpit, jumping up and down. Sisters in the amen corner, the southern bound. And the southern bound, and the southern bound. Sisters in the amen corner, the southern bound.
Bo Carter for you. So I've brought a friend with me, and I won't mention any names because I don't want to embarrass him. But anyway, he loves this song, so I'm going to do it for him.
How long, baby, how long must that evening train been gone? How long, baby, how long? I went to that station, I didn't see no train. Back in my heart, I have an aching pain. How long, baby, how long? You're gonna be sorry, you're gonna feel blue without me, baby. You know I don't want you. How long, baby, how long? I can see that green grass growing on the hill. Ain't seen no greenback on a dollar bill. How long, baby, how long? Ain't got no money to ride that train. I'd ride the rails with you, baby, once again. How long, baby, how long? How long, baby, how long? Must have keep my watch in that palm. How long, baby, how long?
Thank you. That was a Scrapper Blackwell tune and Leroy Carr. So I'm going to switch guitars. So this is an original song I wrote. It's for a gentleman who passed away, who was with the Connecticut Blues. His name is John Rousey, and this one's called One-Eyed Johnny.
Come on down to see One-Eyed John. He gonna shake and move. Come on down to see One-Eyed John. He gonna play and groove. Johnny gonna give you all he got. Gonna make you shake and move. You gonna dance with the devil. He gonna play and groove. Rack 'em up now, John. Hit them balls and straight. Better get to the window, son, 'cause boner you're in the game. Hey! Rack 'em up now, John. Better get to the window, son, 'cause the Tonys are in the game. Rack 'em up now, John. Hit them balls and straight. Better get to the window, son, 'cause Pony are in the game. Said, rack 'em up now, John. Hit them balls and straight. Better get to the window, son, 'cause Pony in the gate.
We miss you, John.
Yeah, we do.
Doing an R.L. Burnside song for you called Poor Black Maddie.
Poor black Matty got no clothes to wear. Paul got drunk and tossed away. Poor black Matty got no clothes to wear. Girl got drunk and tossed away. Go down Memphis to the World's Fair. Go down, see if my baby's there. Go down Memphis to the World's Fair. Go down, see if my baby's there. Don't need no fireplace in my bed. Girl, I got she's cherry red. Don't need no fireplace in my bed. Girl, I got she's cherry red. Poor black man got no clothes to wear. Girl got drunk and tossed away. Go down Memphis to the World's Fair. Go down see if my baby's there. Don't need no fireplace in my bed. Girl, I got she's cherry red.
Thank you. R.L. Burnside for you. I'm going to try, this isn't a blues song, but it's a little different. It's an instrumental that I put together. And since this is going out on television, I'll leave it as a trivia question. It's two songs that were basically done by English rock and roll bands. See if you can figure them out, put it together. A little different. So the trivia question was, the two bands. The first one was the Rolling Stones with Moonlight Mile, which is on Sticky Fingers. The second song was That's the Way by Led Zeppelin. So if you got those, you were right. And so that you know, another piece of trivia, Moonlight Mile is the only song that Keith Richards doesn't play on. It's actually Mick Taylor who did that whole piece. Keith Richards doesn't appear on that song, so it's the only Rolling Stones song I believe that he doesn't appear on. Just a little trivia. This is one of my favorite players back in the day. Was named by a gentleman called Blind Willie Johnson. And Blind Willie Johnson, to me, was the best slide player, probably even to this day, for acoustic blues that ever lived. And this piece that he did was a song called Dark Was the Night, Cold Was the Ground. And that song is actually on Voyager, out in space. It's actually representing us as a race, the human race. The interesting about that is this Blind Willie Johnson passed away from pneumonia. He basically, his house burnt down, and he just slept in the ashes in Beaumont, Texas, I believe it was. And it gets cold at night in Texas. And he basically got pneumonia and died. He had no health care or anything like that. And it's sad that these guys, basically, who were masters, that influenced so many people, had rough lives, and they were treated terribly as human beings. And we are a better society. I think we still have stuff to learn and get better at. But anyway, figured I would spew that out and just say, be good to people. And this one is Blind Willie Johnson. It's a tribute to him. It's actually a couple of songs made up. This is something I put together. This is a newer blues. Actually, it was Lonnie Mack and Stevie Ray Vaughan did this one.
Chocolate on my fingers, icing on my lips, sugar, diabetes, and blubber on my hips. I get the nighttime, baby, so I can go downstairs and I can cruise. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate cream cookie blue. I hide them in a cabinet, I keep them in a jar. For emergencies, you know, I keep them in the glove box of my car. I can't live without them. They get me high and I get on booze. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate cream cookie blue. My doctor thinks I'm crazy. You better give him up quick. You be pulling up daisies, man. You're definitely sick. I couldn't quit if I wanted to. They get me high and I get on booze. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate cream cookie blue.
Awesome. You coming over?
Yeah.
Awesome. So while Frank is getting his guitars, getting ready to come over, let me just remind you about our downtown galleries. We have at least, that I can think of right off the top of my head, 6 art galleries right on Bank Street, and they're all nonprofits. Go check them out. Check out the local art. Support your local artists. It's so important to the economy. Hi, Frank. You need to put on your mic. That's okay. It's right behind you. There we go.
First of all, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I only had to chase you down. I don't mind chasing you down, though. So you play with a small group of gentlemen and call yourself the Coffee Grinders.
Correct.
Why? What kind of a name is the Coffee Grinders anyway?
Well, actually, everybody always asks that. There's a couple of reasons. First of all, I thought when we first started doing acoustic blues that we were going to basically be living in a life of the coffee house kind of thing. So that was and we were actually playing in a place in Glastonbury at the time. It was a coffee house in Glastonbury called Down to Earth. And so that made sense. And then the other one that a lot of people don't realize is that Lucille Bogan actually did a song called Coffee Grinder Blues.
Okay.
And those are the things that actually came up with the name. And when we were thinking names, I actually named it. Jim was throwing out things like Hellhound on My Trail. And I said, you know, we don't want to have something that's going to not appeal to someone. So Coffee Grinders, it's a name that basically, you know, it's got that G rating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's got that R rating too, on the other side of it. But a lot of people don't realize that. But there is some bad things that if you look that up, that you know, people said in the 30s what it meant.
Yep.
And you know, it's just the name that stuck, and we just went with it, and we like it.
Well, I like it too. So I want to talk to you a little bit about music. When did you start playing music, Frank?
In 1969, I moved from Hartford to East Hartford, and what happened was is a family friend had an old Giannini classical guitar and gave it to me, and that's my first time of playing guitar, and I went for lessons, and it was very, honestly, it was intimidating because I was really small at the time, and it was like, first time away from your parents, and you were like left at this place, and this big guy was trying to teach me stuff, and I remember it being very intimidating. He was a big guy, and anyway, so from there it started, and went through grammar school with it, and then high school, and then I actually stopped playing for about 12 to 15 years. I actually just gave up playing music totally, and
that must have been a sad period in your life.
actually no, it was interesting. I had just found I was playing pool of all things, and I was actually playing playing billiards every night, playing and doing and having fun in that, and never thought I would ever touch the guitar again. It was like, and then one day I came home and I was looking something up on YouTube like we all do. And there was this guy who was playing this Robert Johnson song, and Robert Johnson always stuck out with me as, you know, that's how I learned about blues going back in the 30s, was the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Muddy Waters, and how everybody kind of traced it back. And this guy was playing this Robert Johnson song. I don't remember what it was, but I said I always wanted to play that. So I ran downstairs, under the pool table of all places was the guitar, and I started playing it, and just wanted to learn it for myself, and then the bug kicked in again. And I actually said I really wanted to spread this 1920s, 1930s blues music to the generation that never had a chance
My next question.
Right, to do it. So that's where it really started, and I practiced back to get dexterity, everything, for about a year. And I went to coffee houses, I went to open mics, I went to community colleges and played my 3 songs. So one day I'm at the Knights of Columbus in Newington, and I'm playing, and it's like the 3rd or 4th time I've been there, and Jim's there, and Jim's playing harmonica, and he's got his guitar, and he's, you know, and he goes, hey.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, he goes, do you mind if I sit in with you? And I said, no. And he started playing, and I started playing, and you know, I'm not going to say we're the best musicians, but it just fit.
Right.
It was like everything I was doing, he was doing, and it was like we had played for a long time, and that's where it started. And we just started to, you know, he was in an electric band at the time, and he was leaving that, getting sick of it, and he said, I really want to play this acoustic stuff. It makes sense, and you know, you can go home and you can hear, and you know what I mean. If you play all night with electric, it's very difficult on your ears and stuff like that, and it's low key, and you know, we thought we could just do basically happy hours. And it's actually, to be honest with you, I've never thought we would ever be where we were doing some of the things that we've done. When a guy took our video and just put it around the world, I was like, wow. I go, whoa, you know, this isn't happening. Let me pinch myself, and it's just amazing.
What do you think it is that drew you to the 1920s, 1930s blues in particular?
A couple things. I always liked blues music. You know, it's just, I think it's wired for everybody, right?
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think we're just hardwired for that. I'm a history buff, part of it. So a lot of the blues music to me is historic stuff that also comes along with the music. You know, you've got the instruments, you've got the living conditions, you've got the stories, you've got the myths, you know, the legends, this and that and everything. So I love the History Channel. I love baseball. I love the history of baseball. I love the history of America and things like that. So I'm not really a sci-fi person. I'm more like, if you show me, you know, a documentary on something, and by the way, there's a great documentary that's coming out called 2 Trains A-Running, which is basically 2 guys going, I think it's a couple guys going down south to hunt down Son House and Skip James.
Okay.
And then they actually took it and they put a second story behind it of getting black voters. And it's hasn't hit theaters, but it's something that I believe everybody's going to really enjoy. I guess Good Morning America and people are interviewing the director, and it's getting rave reviews because of the topics it's hitting.
Yep.
The music, along with, you know, basically helping people and getting people to vote and things like that, and changing America. You know, and that sort of
Do
thing.
you believe that the music of the 20s and 30s, especially the blues, is relevant today?
I think I think that people have a little bit of in their thing. I don't think that people give it what it really it deserves. I believe that well, example, the competitions we go into,
Yep.
they're allowing electric in to the solo duo. I think it's bad because what it does is it's taking away from the acoustic standpoint of it. To me, the true original blues is, you know, like I said, a
What you
man
do.
or guy, whatever, or woman or whatever, playing their instrument, whether it be a harmonica, whether it be a guitar, one person sitting on that front porch, playing to everyone. Like, you know, I'm playing to you, we're sitting here, we're having family, right? That sort of thing. I think, to be honest with you, that's big. And I think that when you say it, I disagree that it's not, from the standpoint, blues fests are huge, big things.
Yeah, they are.
Acoustic blues doesn't really kind of fit with this huge, you know, yard full of, you know, a field full of people. It's more, I think, an intimate thing.
House concerts.
Yes.
Coffee houses, house
Exact-
concerts, happy hours. Absolutely,
Correct.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Now, you mentioned your favorite male blues artist. Do you have a favorite female blues artist, especially from that era? I'd like to hear about it if you do.
I love a lot of them. I don't know if there's one that I really. I would say that Memphis Minnie, from a guitar perspective, is the killer one. That
Yeah, I
a
was
lot
just
of
going
people
to say,
would.
boy, could she play.
Yeah, she was a great. I mean, and it was a man's world. I mean, there's
Absolutely.
There's some people that are actually on Facebook. Some of the things that I'm involved in. There's a Valerie Turner, which is a woman that actually plays tremendous player. She plays in Piedmont Blues is the name of her band. And her and her husband play, and she was bringing up the thought of, you know, there's not too many females other than Memphis Minnie. But I think Memphis Minnie as far as playing, but as far as singing goes, Bessie Smith's a great singer. And then another one that really came out that a lot of people might not know is Joanna Kelly. Joanna Kelly was an Irish, basically an Irish singer from the 60s.
Yep.
And she kind of hit with Son House. She hit with Mississippi, Fred McDowell, and
Okay.
she played with a lot of those people. She actually got cancer and passed away early in her life. Tremendous, tremendous singer. I mean, the best. I mean, out there. Just amazing talent.
Now, you're a history buff and you love the blues. Is there anything else that you're involved in right now that you'd like to tell the world about?
So, yes, one of the things that we're talking about, the video that went kind of, somebody put together a video of me and Jim. We actually played a house party. And the gentleman that we played for, him and his girlfriend, I'm going to call him wife because they're always together. So we were at their party, and it was a Sunday afternoon, and they recorded us. So they said, here you are, here's a couple videos and audios. And the guy actually took, we were doing Skip James' Hard Time Killing Floor. And he took it and he put it to this black and white footage of a car driving down to Mississippi, going through all the cemeteries. And it's the thing I'm bringing up is the Headstone Foundation. And they actually take blues singers, men, women, all around the country. It doesn't have to be Mississippi, that are in unmarked graves. And honestly, to me, it's a big thing. And anyone out there, you can donate. You can go find them. They take.
Is that headstonefoundation.org?
I believe that's the name of it. And they'll take a PayPal. They'll take any kind of thing. If you donate a certain amount of money, they actually give you swag back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's.
Can you Google that so that we can get a website for that? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he took our video and he's actually taken 2 of our audios and he's put them together and to his videos, and he's put them out around the world. And it's like, you got to pinch yourself. Like, wow, here's this footage of, you know, Mississippi from like the 30s and 40s with us, me and Jim singing, and I'll tell you what, Jim nailed it. I mean, I gotta say, Jim really, his audio on, I mean, his vocal on that is really good. And, you know, we did a couple videos, and he took the audio from it, and I said, go with it. You can have anything you want.
Right.
I donated for my Christmas present to myself was
Yep.
to Bo Carter. I played one of Bo's songs, and I donated to the foundation, and you know, I wish I could do more and raise more for it. I just think it's honestly, Memphis Mini was one. Memphis Mini, they were going in and they were
unmarked grave.
correct.
Absolutely.
And they're putting out box sets of this woman, right? Making money. And I don't know if they're making a tremendous amount of money off Memphis Mini box sets, but they are. And to be honest with you, I mean, what's a tombstone cost? I mean, it's a couple $1,000s to give to, and it's honestly, it's just it's respect for the person. It's
Absolutely.
a decent way to do it. And like I said, we just
Absolutely.
have to be better human beings. I mean, that's it.
So that's part of your legacy. I'm gonna ask you my question. What do you believe is your legacy that you're leaving to this world?
That I was a good person to a lot of the players, getting people together, and you know, that basically, you know, I did it for, you know, the music. That's really it. I mean, I don't think there's, and when I say I'm talking about like local Connecticut, like Hartford, Connecticut people, like Kenny Brody would say, yeah, Frank was a pretty good guy, you know, that sort of
Yep.
thing, or Ed Stack, or did you see
Like
about
we
Ed got his award for the Blues Hall of Fame?
No.
That was very nice.
Yay, that's awesome.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, nothing more than that. And, you know, I just really love the music. I love to play it. And I'll do it as long as we can, you know, that I'm physically
Absolutely.
able to do it. And I appreciate everything you do from the art standpoint, you know, helping people and exposing people to, you know, music that they might not have ever listened to. And that's what I'm trying to do, and that's
It's
why
really what it's all about. So I just lost my question.
That's okay.
No, it's not. Oh, I was going to ask you, what are you guys doing? What do you have coming up for dates?
So we are doing shows with a gentleman named Rocky Lawrence.
Okay.
And Rocky, world-class talent. Rocky actually played with Honey Boy Edwards.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He played with Robert Lockwood Jr. He played with Hubert Sumlin. So we're doing.
I just knew about the Honey Boy Edwards.
Yeah.
I knew that was one
and
of his gigs.
those are three big names that, you know, Honey Boy Edwards played with Charlie Patton, played with Robert Johnson, was one of the last people to see Robert Johnson alive.
Yeah.
So Robert Lockwood Jr. was basically taught guitar by Robert Johnson, played with Robert Johnson, and then Hubert Sumlin was the guitar player for Howlin' Wolf, and he grew up in all of Mississippi and everything like that. So Rocky kids me, he just says he's a lucky person. And I was like, you know what? You're a great talent, you're a great human being, and you're the bridge between me and there. You know what I mean? With you. So, I mean, he's just a great guy. He wants to help out. We do these shows at the Pine Loft and other places where we had Ormel and myself. We have Mary Lou Ferrante. We've had Dan Stevens. We've had Robin O'Haron. We've had a bunch of people play them. It's all acoustic blues. And that we do from time to time, like every couple weeks, every couple months. And then we're playing the
At the Pine Loft, that's on Route 15?
It's on the Berlin Turnpike.
On the Berlin Turnpike.
Yeah, so we carry that around too. We do it the nights. We do it at the Pine Loft, and there's a
A lot
place
of
in
fun at
New
that
Haven.
Pine Loft. A lot of fun at that Pine Loft.
Great room
Yeah,
to
yeah.
listen to acoustic music. It's just a great room. And then we're playing the Stafford Blues Fest. We're on the bill.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's
How'd you swing that?
Second year in a row.
Nice.
We do a lot of gigs up in Stafford, and you know, they kind of like us up there. We've actually, I think in 2016, we did more gigs in Stafford than any other town.
Nice.
It's a very musical town.
Okay, so do you have any exact dates that you're playing that people can find you?
We are on, so if you go to the Coffee Grinders on Facebook or the Coffee Grinders on Reverb Nation, it actually has all of our dates. We are playing this weekend up in Southwick, Mass. We do a couple places up in Granby, Southwick, Mass. We haven't been able to get anything in this area. So if you know somewhere, ping us. You know, my name's Frank Breen. I'm on Facebook.
Absolutely.
We want to do, actually, one of the things I wanted to do was in the summertime, I've actually put it out there, and we've actually got a couple of people that have booked us for, we want to do backyard stuff in the summer. You know, we really want to do that. If you're having a party or something like that, get in touch with us. If you like the music, we'll bring it to you. You know, we feel that, you know, that's really where people are going to be laid back, enjoy it, have, you know, and really soak it in.
Absolutely. So if anybody wants to have a house concert, if you can't get a hold of Frank, get a hold of me, and we'll make that happen. That's a fun thing. Do you happen to have a song that you can take us out with?
Yes.
That would be wonderful. Frank, I want to thank you. Number one, I want to thank you for what you do for the blues. I think that 20s and 30s blues are extremely important to the history of music, especially American music. I think that you guys doing what you do is keeping that alive, and from my heart of hearts, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so important to me. I'm getting misty, but thank you for that, and thank you for letting the Coffee Grinders be what they are, and thank you for coming to see us today. Don't forget to take your mic off.
I will.
And I'll have you guys back. I want
Thank
the whole
you.
band. I want the whole groupie all back here.
All right.
All
We'll
right?
make it happen.
Okay, good.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead and mic
All right.
up. While Frank's getting back over there, I got a little misty there, my friends. I got a little misty. Sometimes when I start thinking about the history of music and the history of rock and roll, I get a little, you know. So do me a favor and love your neighbor. Do me a favor and love your friends. Take care of your community. Keep your money in your community by shopping at the mom and pop shops. And until next week, everybody, God bless. Bye-bye.
This is for my wife, Connie. I love you.